All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Quitash. All right. I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right. And greetings to the 144,000 and the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. I just want to report on this real quick. All right, because this is breaking news. All right, as you see right here, updated 41 minutes ago. All right, Israel carries out strike targeting Hamas leadership in Qatar. All right, so now we got Israel striking Qatar, bro. All right, and if I'm not mistaken, it's the capital of Qatar. All right, and Qatar is another Islamic nation, man. All right, and you know that's how World War III is going to start. That's the plan of the elites. All right, because the elites, the elite banking families, all right, the wicked, satanic, elite Edomite banking families, all right, they go by a blueprint known as the Albert Pike Mazzini blueprint, all right, which is a blueprint, all right, that goes into how to start 3 world wars. And the 3rd world war is going to start by bringing controversy, all right, and conflict, all right, between the Muslim world and the Judaism world, all right. That's how they plan to get this entire earth, all right, into a 3rd world war, all right, to destroy the masses. All right, that's part of their new world order agenda. Okay, but anyway, it says Israel carried out an attack targeting Hamas leadership in Qatar on Tuesday, which is today. All right, in an unprecedented strike on a key mediator in the Gaza conflict. All right, that threatened to derail renewed peace efforts and further inflame tensions in the region. Yeah, so, bro, the man. All right, it says a senior Israeli official told CNN that among those targeted was Hamas chief negotiator Khalil al-Hayat. All right, it says we are awaiting the results of the strike, the official said. All right, Hamas said later Tuesday that the strike killed 5 members but failed to assassinate the negotiating delegation. Al-Hayat, all right, was not listed among the dead, but his son and the director of his office were killed in the strike, Hamas said. Qatar and Hamas both said that a Qatari security official died in the strike as well. All right, the Qatari Foreign Ministry's spokesperson Majid Al-Ansari said the cowardly Israeli strike, all right, targeted presidential buildings housing several members of the Hamas political borough of Doha. All right, while strongly condemning this attack, the state of Qatar emphasizes that it will not tolerate this reckless and irresponsible Israeli behavior. All right, you see how the elites are bringing this together, because that's their plan, to bring conflict between the Muslim and the Judaism world, man. All right, because if you know anything, man, right, all wars are bankers' wars. All right, all wars are created by the bankers. All right, the elite Illuminati banking families, man, the Rothschilds. All right, when you read a book called The World Order, written by Eustace Mullins, all right, Eustace Mullins was educated, all right, at the Library of Congress. All right, that's where he got all his information from. All right, and it strictly tells you that all the shots come from on high, man. That the Rothschilds, no wars can start unless the Rothschilds give you the say so. All right, and they also determine the outcome of wars too. All right, so when a country attacks another country, that's the Rothschilds, the bankers. All right, giving that okay to do so, the green light to do so, man. So this comes from on high. All right, this attack comes from the Rothschilds, man, from the banker families. All right, because that's the agenda of the bankers, man, to create this 3rd world war by bringing conflict between the Muslim world and the Judaism world, man. All right. You can't. Another country can't even attack another country unless the bankers say so, man. Or give you the green light. You know, like I said, they also determine the outcome of wars too. All right. So it says hours after the strike, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced that Israel accepted a new U.S. ceasefire proposal and that the attack could bring the end of the war closer. All right, you know, World War III is coming, bro. All right, because it's inevitable. It's biblical prophecy, bro. You can't stop World War III, bro. It's coming. Nuclear missiles are going to fly very, very soon. All right, it says the days when the heads of terror enjoyed immunity anywhere are over. All right, yeah, okay. It says Netanyahu said in Hebrew at a U.S. embassy event in Jerusalem, "I will not allow such immunity for the murderers of our people." All right, an Israeli security official said the operation, all right, could potentially generate a shift, all right, that could bring an end to the war in Gaza, though it's unclear how targeting the chief Hamas negotiator would lead to such a change. All right, Qatar has been a key mediator in Gaza ceasefire talks, all right, maintaining direct channels with the U.S., Israel, and Hamas. All right, read that again. It says Qatar has been a key mediator in Gaza ceasefire talks, maintaining direct channels with the U.S., Israel, and Hamas. So how the hell is attacking Qatar, bruh? All right. Well, that's the elites bringing these tensions, man. All right. We know mostly it's the Most High, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, but he's using the elites to do so. All right. It has also hosted multiple rounds of negotiations and senior Israeli officials, including the head of the Mossad spy agency and top Israeli negotiators, all right, have visited Doha, all right. It says whether such visits will continue remain uncertain, all right. Then I guess it shows you the map of the strike, all right. Israeli strike targets Hamas leadership in Qatar, all right. It says Einav Zengaker, all right, the mother of an Israeli hostage held in Gaza, said Tuesday's strike could serve as a death sentence for her son. All right, "I am trembling with fear. It could be that at this very moment the prime minister has essentially executed my Martin, sentenced him to death." All right. It says Antonio Guterres, a Secretary General of the United Nations, condemned the attack, saying Qatar has been playing a very positive role to achieve a ceasefire and release of all hostages, according to a UN spokesperson. And this, you know, everyone is waking up. We're living in that time, all right, where everyone is waking up to these damn devils, man. All right? Because this is something, you know, like it says right here. All right, they have been playing a positive role in ceasefire and release of hostages. So how the hell are you going to attack them? You know? But it goes to show you that these devils are going to be devils, man. All these nations are waking up to how vile, all right, Esau Edom is. How vile and disgusting and profane Esau Edom is. Amalek is in the land of Israel, man. All right, these devils are the greatest devils, man. All right, they're the wicked. All right, a senior Hamas official confirmed to CNN that the group's negotiators, all right, were targeted in Doha, but the group has yet to make an official statement about it. All right, Israeli takes full responsibility, says the Israeli source who spoke on CNN, said the United States was informed ahead of the strike. All right, 2 U.S. officials confirmed to CNN that the Trump administration had been notified. All right, so you see what's going on, man. All right, so now you got Israel struck Hamas. Qatar. And Qatar was like it says right here, all right? They played a role in ceasefire, and release of hostages, and you're gonna attack them. Come on, man. All right? But hey, that's the controversy that the elites want, man. All right, to start to bring this world war, all right, into play. All right, so let me leave you at that because my battery's about to die. All right, just to give you a quick update, man, to let you know what's going on. All right, you can read this article for yourself. All right. So with that being said, call Halalyam Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakal Quick Dash. All right. So into the next one, Shalom, Shalom.